Welcome, everyone. This is a absolutely groundbreaking call. If you're watching this, please watch all the way to the end. We are having the first and only call for the first ever Bitcoin UX Bootcamp, which is being held in Africa, in Kenya. The people that you see here on the screen, besides Femi, are going to be part of this bootcamp. These are the students, handpicked UX designers from all over Africa. It is today, the 29th of November. I'm going to do a quick round of introductions. I'll just explain very short who I am. My name is Mo Gashni. I work in open source Bitcoin. I'm a UX designer and researcher, very focused on building products for real people. I'm very grateful to be here, very grateful to be giving you guys this workshop. I would also like Femi to introduce himself because Femi is a very interesting guy. I will give him a little bit of an introduction and then allow him to talk. But he leads the Bitcoin Development Fund at the Human Rights Foundation. And he's a guy that poked me approximately 3 months ago. And this idea and the seed of this boot camp that you guys are now involved in was his idea. And this is all how this is all now coming together. So Femi, I will allow you to introduce yourself, please.
Um, Hi guys, can you guys hear me?
You're good. You're good.
Good. Really great to be here. Really great to be seeing this come together. My name is Femi Lunge. I know there are lots of Nigerians on the group. How many of you guys from Nigeria know the CC Hub? Okay, so CC Hub is the biggest tech startup space in Lagos. I co-founded that many years ago. And I imagine the guys in Kenya know the iHub, which is where we're going to be running the session. So the City Hub now owns the iHub. I've been involved with startups technology now for almost 20 years. And I've been in Bitcoin for about 3 years. I started first with training developers in the space. And now I work at the Human Rights Foundation, where I'm responsible for seeing how we can get Bitcoin in the hands of people all across Africa. And like Mo said a few months ago, we're talking, and I told her, I've seen there's so much money in Bitcoin, there's so much support in Bitcoin for developers, for people who are building Bitcoin, but there's not enough support for designers. And I know the importance of user experience design, user experience research, the user experience and the user mindset in making sure Bitcoin works for everybody. And so a result of that conversation led to today. And really looking forward to the conversations today. I may have to pop out soon, but I wanted to be here at the start. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week in Nairobi. Thank you.
And Toby here is also not part of the boot camp. Oh, Toby, would you like to do a quick introduction, please? Because Toby has been helping a lot behind the scenes as well.
All right, thanks, guys. So we have two Tobys here. So
Okay.
I work at the Human Rights Foundation too. I'm on Femi's team. In fact, Femi is my boss, and I've been helped. I was initially part of the first cohort of the Beatrix builders, formerly known as Scala. And then I've worked at a few Bitcoin companies for now. Yeah, I've been helping behind the scenes to get everything sorted in terms of logistics, in terms of whatever we would need, putting the word out there, marketing, and just doing the best I can. So glad to have everyone here, and I'm hoping to see you guys next week. I'll be in town early so that we can set things up for you guys. You guys are stars. So hoping to see you next week.
100%. Oladime, you wanted to share something.
No, sorry, that was a mistake.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So I see some people are sending some messages in the group. Onion Man is waiting to join. He says he's in the lobby. But yeah, let's just see. But I would like to hear from all of you guys. This first bootcamp that we've kicked off is the first ever Bitcoin UX bootcamp. You guys are in this something that's extremely new, something that's never been done before. We are doing this to the best of our ability and making sure that you guys have the best experience and get the foundational knowledge that you need. We've had a lot of things going on behind the scenes, but we've also had this foundational learning experience that you've been having. I would just like to hear from you just a general statement what that foundational learning has meant to you. I know some of you have more knowledge in the Bitcoin space. I know some of you have less knowledge. But what has this foundational learning been to you? Do you think it's been useful? Um, and what would you like to learn more about moving forward? I just like to go around the table. I'll pass it to Loic. Loic, when you are finished, pass it to the next person, please.
Okay, thank you more for giving me the floor. For me, I'm been in Bitcoin space, I can say since 5 years. So I'm trying to build a lot of projects here in Benin. I'm Bitcoiner from Benin. We build Bitcoin Benin Flash. That is a solution that let people to buy Bitcoin from 100 CFA. And also we have a conference that got together people in Africa that speak French about Bitcoin. So since we were studying building solution like Flash, uh, the user experience is something that come in center of what we do. So we try to build the platform as cool as possible so people can just buy the Bitcoin easily without we being there showing them how to do it uh, anything else. So really glad to join. I've also contributed to Blink stuff through design, and yeah, ready to learn more and being able to kick off some real nice products that can be used by people so easily as possible. Thank you. I pass the floor to I think Williams.
Hello, guys. I'm Williams from Kenya. Can you listen to me? Am I audible?
You're good.
Oh yeah, I'm Williams from Kenya. I'm currently a student in university. I'm a senior software student. I'm interested in design, UI UX design, and also a Web3 enthusiast. That's why when I saw this opportunity, I was really glad. I'm really glad to be part of this opportunity. I'm part of this history. Yeah, that's all for me.
Thank
Now
you.
let me pass it to Oladimeji. Oladimeji.
All right, thank you, Williams. So the foundational discussions from last week has been really helpful. They have been very important points from Brenda. Is she here? Yeah, Brenda and Toby in the boot camp, and it's been really insightful, really very very interesting. Always looking forward to it, and then I'm really looking forward to the discussion in Kenya when we meet. And I'll be passing it to Toby.
Hello, everyone. Um, Honestly, the foundational learning has actually been very, very helpful, right? You know, it actually took me back to when I was going over the Bitcoin design guide, trying to understand how things work. And to be honest, it was really helpful because it made me refresh my memory on stuff that I'd learned before, and it was just really cool. And to be honest, I'm really looking forward to more because I believe there's a whole lot of stuff I should be contributing to in the real world. So cheers to that. And I'll be passing it to who do I? put on this spot. Onions man, you're already smiling.
Good morning, everyone. Uh, okay, I came in late. I didn't catch all the question and answer, so I think I get a picture of what we are saying based on the design guide so far. Um, I think so far it's actually been more helpful to me because there's a product I'm building, so there was especially around usability, right? And trying not to make people think around the complexity of the Bitcoin and how it is. So I remember some key insights, and then I had to implement that into usability of the platform. So for me, I had a practical application for the knowledge. Yeah. So for me, yeah, it was very, very, very helpful.
Good stuff. Who do you want to pass it to? Who do you would like to speak to next?
So,
Next,
uh, so who hasn't spoken yet? Elizabeth. Yeah, I think I'll be Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, are you here? Maybe she's just setting up or something. Wandia, would you like to go?
Yes, I would. I'm trying to figure out how to turn my camera on, but before I do, the Bitcoin design guide has been amazing for me. Can you all hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay. I think just freshening up on the theory about Bitcoin has really helped. And we just came from the development bootcamp, Mogashni, as you know. So it's been amazing, and I can't wait to meet all of you at ABC.
Same. Who would you like to pass it to?
I'll pass it to Brenda.
Hello, can you hear me? Okay. But the leaderboard will be ready so for me, I think like the foundational has been so good. Like it has made me to do more research, to be so curious about design because I'm so passionate about Bitcoin and design. So like yeah, it has made me to go out of my way to be critical about it, to think beyond it, and yeah, I'm so excited to see to learn more and to meet all of you. Yeah.
Good stuff. There is Marcel. Oh, she must do an introduction too. Elizabeth, are you good to talk? Okay. Marcel, we just were doing a round of introductions.
Okay.
I will just give a little bit of introduction to Marcel and then hand it over to her. Marcel is the brains and the passion behind all of the logistics that's been going on. But do not misunderstand this woman because she runs developer boot camps herself. She just wrapped up one yesterday, if I'm
Oh,
correct.
thank you.
She is a power woman.
Thank you.
While she is helping to lead logistics over here, she can do this with her eyes closed. She is running entire boot camps over there in Africa. So Marcel, I will
Thank
allow
you.
you to introduce yourself if you have a minute.
Yeah. Just a minute.
No, no problem. No
Left.
problem.
Okay. Yeah. So sorry, guys. I'm on the road. ABC is almost here, so I'm up and down. We've already started receiving the first batch. So yeah, like Mo has said, I'm not only running the UI UX logistics. I'm doing the entire ABC. We've just wrapped up also the Data Devs Bootcamp, so it's just crazy. However, I can't wait to see you guys. What else should I say?
That's
And
it.
I might need to leave the call soon. I'm on the road, so I might need to leave the call soon. But I'm so excited to meet you all. I'll probably be the first face that you will see once you get to Kenya. So yeah, I hope you bring me gifts. By the way. Uh, or fridge magnets. At least a fridge magnet will do. And yeah, bye.
Marcel is helping with the amazing work. Amazing. Elizabeth, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
All right. Hello, everyone. Sorry about the disappearing on and off. I don't know. I just kept like logging off every time I clicked to chat. So yeah. Hello. I'm Elizabeth Musanga. I'm a UI UX designer. I'm based in Nairobi, Kenya. Yeah, I'm really excited for this bootcamp. It's for the longest time I've been wanting to get to understand the blockchain and Bitcoin ecosystem. And yeah, I saw this opportunity and I really loved what I've been learning so far. I'm looking forward to meeting all of you in person and also just interacting in the bootcamp.
Good stuff. Flora, I think you are the last one. Flora, are you here? Maybe she's also setting up. A lot of people having issues with the camera, it seems. Okay,
I'm so sorry. I'm like on the move right now, so I can't turn on my camera.
it's okay.
But hi guys, my name is Flora. I'm a Web3 products designer, and I'm really excited to learn with you guys. Meet you guys in Nairobi.
Cool. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, well, you guys
Thank
have
you.
all showed up. I mean, there is one, Oladimeji, Toby. See, I'm getting better with the names. Williams, Brenda, Onion Man, Marcel, Wandia, Flora, and Elizabeth. So how many of us? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the students here. So there are 2 of the students missing. Okay. Well, I would like, before we have a little bit of a discussion, I would like to give you guys just a little bit of an introduction into what's coming. The foundational learning phase is now over. In the Google document over here, you have some additional things which you can look through. So, for example, if you would like to look through the Bitcoin development philosophy or Mastering Bitcoin book or the UX research toolkit or the open design guide, you're welcome to look through that in your own time. But we will not be answering any questions about those. You are welcome to read those in your own time. What is happening next week? So you guys are all going to be flying in. Some of you are already based in Kenya. I'm going to be also joining in there. We're going to be kicking off the boot camp. My goal is to start at 9 a.m. sharp on the 7th of December. But you guys will have breakfast before that. So we're probably going to have breakfast. We're still finalizing. You guys are probably going to have breakfast at the venue between 8 and 9. And then we're going to kick off the boot camp. And we are going to run, okay? We are going to have fun. We are going to run. We are going to learn. I'm not going to be standing and giving you guys talking. You guys are going to be doing hands-on problem-solving exercises. Together with Femi and together with Christoph from the Bitcoin Design Foundation, we've been putting together the program workshop structure for you guys. And we're going to be sort of ironing out that structure a little bit more over the coming days. But we're making sure that the structure that you guys are going through is very hands-on, and it's not just about taking in information and learning and not doing anything with it. It's more about doing and about problem solving. So that's going to be the 7th and 8th. Then we move into the conference. You guys are all going to be in the Africa Bitcoin conference. Okay. It's going to be wild. Like, it's a very big conference in Africa. Has anyone been to this conference before? Besides Femi, Toby, and Marcel, anyone been? Okay. Oladime, you've been. Okay. So it's a very, Femi, you want to say something?
Think,
You're muted, Femi. You're still muted, Femi. Sorry.
yeah, Onions Man has also been.
Onion Man, you went too.
He won our hackathon, the last one.
Onion Man, there you go. There you are. See, we got the right one. Okay, good stuff. So, when we will be at the conference, you guys are free to attend the conference, go meet, network, mingle, learn stuff. But we're also going to be doing usability testing at the conference. This is the first time we're going to be doing something like this. So we have handpicked 4 African Bitcoin wallets, and we're going to be conducting usability tests on these wallets. It's not going to take much time. It's like per wallet, we're going to do 5 usability tests, and we're going to group you in twos. So you're probably going to do like 3 tests yourself, and your partner will do 2, or one person. So 5 usability tests in total for per 2 people. So between 2 people, 5 usability tests in total. And you'll be doing this at the conference itself. Okay. This is like pretty groundbreaking stuff. We've never done something like this. Here's what we're going to do with these usability tests. We're going to take this data from the usability tests and feed it back into the ecosystem. We're going to provide these African wallets with all of this information. And then you guys are going to later, after the conference and the bootcamp is finished, come up with the UX solutions. And we have connections with all of these African wallets. So you can then work with these African wallets if you want, work with the team, work with them in public. So we're not just doing the bootcamp with you and we're leaving you. We're giving you the opportunity to continue working with these wallets, problem solving, and moving into the design phase. And we'd like to have these things happening in the Bitcoin design community, because this is the Discord. You can work in public. We can invite the wallets in as well. So there is a lot of fun stuff. And next to that, my brothers and my sisters, we are going to dance, because my name is Mo and I like dancing and I like music. I'm also from Africa. Music is a very big part of me, a very big part of my life. We will have work hard and we are going to play hard. Okay? Really important. Okay. So we got you. We got you. Femi, do you have anything to add? Did I miss anything? Say what do you need to say,
Uh,
Femi?
so, I mean, just to add, so part of the point of the usability testing at the conference is that we want to actually engage real human beings who use these solutions to get them involved in the testing process. Part of the reason why we're doing this is there are too many products in Bitcoin that is Bitcoiners building products for Bitcoiners. And then we wonder why real human beings are not using those products. The intention is that we can get feedback from both Bitcoiners and real human beings who will be attending the conference on these products. And the result of our test will not just go to the teams behind the products, they would also be open sourced, because we firmly believe in open source. So the result of your usability testing will be open for everyone in the community to actually see, so that if there's anyone who's building a product that is similar to what these guys are building, they can also take the feedback from the work that you have done. So please have no doubt that the work that you're going to do is very, very important stuff. What gets Bitcoin to be used is when real human beings find a problem in their life that is being solved for them using Bitcoin and using tools that have integrated Bitcoin. And the only way to know what problems to solve is to actually go ask real human beings, what problems do they need solved? So that's the work that we're going to be doing. There's going to be the immersion in Bitcoin. There's going to be the delving into principles around UX, UI design. But a lot of the work is for that output. Just to also let you know, this is a start. Most said repeatedly, this is the first one. But this really is the first of what's going to be an ongoing process. So we're going to be running more of these boot camps. We're going to be running more usability testing as we go. Across from Africa to Latin America to Asia to all over the world. So it's one part is that yes, you're on this bootcamp. The other part is that you're part of a community, and I'm sure you're all now in the Bitcoin design community. It's your opportunity to contribute to Bitcoin, but also to potentially position yourself, because The Bitcoin, like I said, the Bitcoin ecosystem, there's been lots of investment in software engineers. There's not been much investment in UI UX design. And the companies in the space know that they need UI UX designers. So as soon as they can find good UI UX designers who understand the craft, but who understand Bitcoin, they're hotcake. So for us, it's part of what we want to position you for. So like Mo said, please take it, every part of it with all seriousness. Let's respect time. Mo said she's African, and some of you may wonder how Mo is actually South African. So she's our sister coming home to help run this and drive this. And we need to make sure, and Mo's a fabulous designer. Like once this idea came to me, one person I knew in mind that we had to run this together with was Mo. And she's grabbed it by the reins all the way. So you guys are going to get out of it as much as you put in. If you put in a lot, you get a lot out of it. If you don't, you won't get as much. And I hope we all come to Nairobi with the intention to give it our 100 or 110%. Okay, that's it from me.
Femi is I love it. Thank you so much, Femi. You guys will also get to meet Femi. I'm sure he will be there. Very inspiring man. He's full of ideas, okay? He is full of ideas. He is a visionary. He is a visionary. But as Femi said, this we don't see this boot camp as we train you and we train you for a few days and then we cut and we run. We want to see you guys integrated into the community. We want to see you have the continuation of the work. And part of something that we're going to be thinking about after the boot camp is finished is how can this work continue on the ground in Africa? And you guys have all been handpicked. I jumped on a call with every single one of you who are on this call because I wanted to get a feel of your personality. And the reason why a lot of you were chosen was because I asked myself one question. After the boot camp, what is the likelihood of this person to continue carrying the torch? And that was the question I asked myself with a lot of you. And I got the answer yes. And that is why you are on this call. You are here, you've been chosen to attend the bootcamp. All of you have different visions, different ideas, different ways. Some of you are more with education. Some of you are already running community initiatives. I was mind blown by the stuff that you guys are doing. Some of you are already doing. And you are by no means students because a lot of you already have a lot of hands-on experience. Now, I would like to ask you one question because we're going into this boot camp. We're going to be doing things very practically. What do you feel you need the most support with? What is one topic you would like to learn about during the boot camp? Based on your present experience. And the reason why I'm asking this question is because we're now at the phase of finalizing the boot camp, the workshop structure. And I want to make sure that the workshop structure is suitable for the levels that you guys are at. Some of you are experienced UX designers, some of you have never designed, but I want to make sure. So I'd like to ask that question and just go around the table, starting with Oladime Meiji.
Okay, so I think one of the things I really want to know, and I asked on the first day of the foundational boot camp was why Bitcoin research is different or how Bitcoin research is different. So I would really want to know how that is different. Yeah.
Toby.
Oh yeah. That that particular question is also on my mind, right? Which is to also understand why it's actually different. And another thing I'm really looking forward to is the concept of multiple wallets or more. So I had the conversation with a dev where I work that's concerning the multiple wallets, and I was actually struggling to understand how they work, right? And I mean, over time, I've gotten to understand how they work, but I still really want to learn more about that also. Then also, yeah, that's it.
Thank you. Brenda. Brenda was the one that was out and about. Onions Man, let's hand it over to you. Are you there, Onion Man? No? Okay. Let's go to Elizabeth.
For me, it would mostly be the information architecture. I think coming from like web 2, what I've really struggled with trying to understand the onboarding when it comes to mobile wallets has been that part for like just onboarding and getting to understand where everything is, and also the flow of everything in the wallet and in the space. So probably just going through information architectures of different wallets and to understand how like the decisions are made in terms of the UI placement. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Loic. No? Okay. Williams, how about you?
For me, what I would really love to know is which which resources are we going to use to design for the bootcamp, and is it going to be the normal Figma or any other tool? Yeah, that was my question.
Which tool we're going to use with design?
Yeah, with the UI design.
You can use
The
whichever tool you like. There is Figma, there is the other open source one, I forget the name. But we have a Bitcoin UI kit, which I don't know if any of you are familiar with. I will share the link, but we have a Bitcoin UI link. I'll share it with you afterwards. And that is all based in Figma. I can share that with you after you guys have gone through the questions.
okay, that will be really helpful.
Femi has just put in a message here. Please read the Bitcoin development philosophy before the bootcamp. Femi, would you like to just share a bit about that?
Yeah. So a lot of the questions, some of the questions that you're asking would actually be answered if you understood some of the thinking and the logic that are taken into consideration from a development standpoint when we're building tools in Bitcoin and when we're building Bitcoin. And Bitcoin development philosophy is a very interesting book that breaks down some of the key values and principles that are taken into consideration when we're building on Bitcoin. Please, I've shared that link. We'll share the link again with you guys. But follow it and try and read through that resource. And I think I don't know which moment during the bootcamp, but we might have a few minutes to actually just talk through some of those key things as part of the early stages of the bootcamp on the day. But I think it will be useful for you to understand if you can put yourself in the mind frame of a developer that is building Bitcoin and understand the trade-offs and the things that they're thinking of when they're making development decisions. It will help when we're thinking about design and the design choices too. So that's useful resource for you to look at ahead of when we meet.
Thank you. So the question that I posed to each of you was, what are you looking forward to learning about based on your current level in your UX journey? Onion Man, I don't know if your audio is working now. I'll hand it back to you. No. Okay. How about you, Matthew?
Everyone, everyone hear me?
Good.
Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Sorry, I'm on transit. So I think for me, I would like to I would like to learn about Bitcoin affiliate for like cross-border payments. And at the moment, it's already being used for cross-border payments and stuff like remittance, but um, it's kind of volatile. So I'm thinking about maybe if there's an untapped potential somewhere as regards this particular niche. So yeah, that's what I'm interested in.
Okay. Bitcoin for cross-border payments. Okay, thank you very much. You guys are being very specific. I'm taking notes as well. Wandia, what would you like to learn about specifically with regards to your level of UX and your journey?
Hi everyone. We're just from a boot camp and we built a Bitcoin solution, and I just would like some feedback on what you think about the UX UI, which Brenda and I contributed to, but also with integrating Lightning development. I don't know if Femi can help with that side, or it's just strictly the UX UI side, but that's something I'm looking forward to.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. You're welcome to bring it to the table. And you're also welcome to share it in the Bitcoin design community as well, Wandia. There is a UX channel, and you're more than welcome to share it there and ask for advice. People will jump in, take
Definitely.
a look, and comment on the Figma file. So you and Brenda
Okay.
know each other. Okay, good stuff. Brenda.
Hi everyone.
Hey.
For me, so for me, I think I would like to learn about the challenges uh, that are faced in the design, in the Bitcoin design space, because
Mhm.
I feel like recently I've been doing research and I've been looking at the challenges, the benefits, and all that, and I feel like that's the challenges perspective of it stood out for me, and that is something I would love to learn deep about and understand how to navigate them as I dive into that area, into that field. So yeah, also putting in mind the security perspective of Bitcoin wallets and applications that has to be put in place. So what are the things as designers we need to understand and know as we navigate through that field? Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. How about you, Flora? What are you looking forward to learning?
Okay, for me, I'm looking forward to learning more about Web3 design as a whole, because I'm transitioning from the Web2 space to the Web3 space, and I want to have like a very solid background in the Web3 space. And to do that, I need to be properly educated in that area, and not just for me to know, but to also be able to educate other designers around me. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'm also looking forward to um, practical usability testing of Web3 products to see how people truly interact with all these products, and not just people who are very familiar with Web3 products, but also people who might be quite new to it, to see how they um, embrace the idea of a Web3 product and how they interact with it. Yeah.
Thank you. I think the usability testing is going to be a very good tail end of the bootcamp for you guys. And the reason why is because when you see firsthand how people are interacting with the different wallets, you'll see them confused, you'll see them looking happy, you'll see them not understanding certain things, asking you questions. These are all signs and signals that something is not done correctly on the user interface. And so this is so important for you to see the challenges that we will face in the future, and the challenges that we face right now with the current wallets that are on the market. Um, we have relationships with all of the wallet builders, the developers of the wallets that we'll be testing, and we'll make sure that you can continue that relationship with them in public in the Bitcoin design community after the bootcamp is finished. One more question, maybe Onions Man, would you like to try again if your audio is working? No, it's not. Okay. Christoph has also jumped on the call. And I don't know if Christoph is in the position to talk, but I've been working together with Christoph for over 3 years now. When I first jumped into the Bitcoin design community, I'll share a very short story. I started volunteering on Bitcoin Core app, which is now in a redesign process. It's a very important application to the whole Bitcoin ecosystem. I knew nothing about Bitcoin. I knew nothing about any terminology. And I just started jumping on and asking questions. And Christoph at the time was working in the Bitcoin design community in public and sort of leading that initiative. And I've learned a lot from him over the last 3 years. So, Christoph, I don't know if you'd like to jump in. He's also helped me to look at the bootcamp structure that we are putting together for you guys. So I don't know if you're able to say hi, Christoph.
Hi there. Yes, sorry, I was actually wanted to join at the beginning, but then I got lost in reviewing this pull request about adding eCash to the Bitcoin design guide, which will be a nice addition if you're into that topic. So yeah, sorry, I was planning to join earlier, so I missed most of the conversation here. Sorry, what would you like to?
No, I mean they've all done sort of introductions to themselves. They've all given us some ideas of what they'd like to learn. But I don't know, maybe, I mean, I feel like you're like an OG in terms of being a designer in the space. I call Christoph a dinosaur with much kindness. But
yeah, I have not been destroyed by what is it called? What killed the dinosaurs? What is it? Meteors yet? No, I've been designing professionally for 20 years and doing open source design for 7 years now. So I think it just adds up. But I think at the beginning, I got into this by accident. I saw a product that I thought, this is very powerful, but I feel like the design could be better. And then I just made it until like 2 in the morning. And then I was like, I need to go to bed. What do I do with this design? I posted it to the community on Reddit. And the next morning they were like, this is great. Let's build this. And I said, I have no idea. I don't even know how this works. And they were just really nice. And they brought me in and they explained everything. And I asked a lot of questions. Like I really did not know what a blog was or what an address even was for. But I just said, this is a great adventure. Let's do this. And so I think it helps to just kind of, if this is interesting to you, just make things, just put a foot forward, be totally comfortable asking questions and be kind of persistent. Because for me, it was really a thing. I felt like this technology is super powerful. Like there's something really special here. And I want this to be a great experience. And that's still kind of the mission today. So yeah, just be bold, just make things, connect with people, ask questions. You don't need an invitation, I would say.
You don't need an invitation in this open source space. You can grab the bulls by the reins and you can just go with it. And you can literally redesign something and go post it on the GitHub of the wallet. And this has been done many times. Sometimes they will react very quickly. Sometimes they will react after 4 months. It's okay. This is open source. But you can make an impact just with redesigning something and posting it on the GitHub. So
yeah, that's one approach. I think something that projects are also happy with if someone just tests their application and gives them feedback, like thoughtful feedback. This is how I felt using this. This is some errors that I run into, or maybe translating something or tweaking the documents a little bit. There are all kinds of really small things that you just may not think are actually helpful, but they really, really are. And they add up if you do a lot of these small things.
Yeah.
Any particular questions? Because I'm just saying stuff here. If you have questions.
No. Toby, you've remained very silent, but you're a developer in the space and you're going to be there on the ground helping us. And is there anything you would like to share with the students? You've been in the WhatsApp group, you've been seeing all the back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been a developer in this space, and currently I'm really interested in eCash and Cashew, and I also contribute to the Cashew development kit. So that enables wallets and mints and stuff like that. I'm sure we're going to learn about all these things when we get there. So the fact that I've been able to have made some contributions, some pull requests on there, I've seen like some pain points in wallets. Cashew is kind of relatively new in the not that new, but kind of new in the ecosystem. There are just a few wallets and mints around, so there are lots of pain points that we can solve in terms of UX and making the experience better, and also we can translate that to Bitcoin wallets too. So yeah, I'm hoping that I'll be able to bring my own perspective from the standpoint of a developer. So yeah, we can share on how things can get better in terms of UX. Yep.
Christoph has been very sneaky there. Well, not sneaky. Christoph has just been Christoph, but this is how we do it in open source. He's shared the pull request and he said, you're more than welcome to review the pull request on eCash. So
Awesome.
we've already got some work for you, Toby.
Yeah, awesome. Sounds good.
Before we wrap this up, I would just like to share that the Bitcoin design community is not only a Discord forum. It might appear that it's a Discord forum of a whole bunch of people working and talking in public, but over the last few years, there's been a bunch of resources that are being built and that have been built by many people. And I want to showcase two of those resources to you because we will be likely using them during the boot camp. I'm just going to share my screen very quickly. I will share this window here. Let's see, or maybe entire screen. Yes. Okay. So one of them, this one here is pretty much all Christoph. This is mostly Christoph. This is the Bitcoin UI kit. I'll let Christoph do an introduction to this one. And just give you guys a brief introduction about this Bitcoin UI kit, because this Bitcoin UI kit has been used on repeat by many different wallets. It looks very simple, but it's absolutely massive. So, Christoph, I don't know if you'd like to chat briefly about the UI kit.
Oh, sure thing. So this is kind of a byproduct of our work on the guide. In the Bitcoin design guide, a lot of different people ended up creating a lot of different examples of what different screens could look like during different parts of the experience. And then at some point, everything looked different, but we realized our work will be much easier if we create this component set. So this is what turned into the Bitcoin UI kit. So there are lots of different components, and like it says, there are about 250 different screens. So you can take it on Figma. There's also a penpot version. You can duplicate it. You can you don't have to start from scratch, basically. The visual style is intentionally very kind of vanilla, very simple, so that you can also, so you don't have to, figure out all the basics. You can focus on what makes your application unique, like the twist, the personality, whatever you want to project on it as a designer. So it's meant to be kind of this foundation to work with.
Yeah, and it has all of the user flows. Sorry, go ahead, Christoph.
And you're welcome to contribute to it as well. Love it.
That answered one of the questions that you asked, was about the architecture. You can see a lot of the baseline architecture by looking at the user flows. So that is something that's very clear for you. You can duplicate it in Figma, and yeah, it's pretty much it's a lot. It's a very massive resource that's been used by many people. It's taken a lot of time to build, and it takes a lot of time to maintain. And that was kicked off by Christoph, I believe, many years ago, here in the community. And then this next one over here was something that we will also be using in the bootcamp. It is the Bitcoin UX Research Toolkit. This was built in public last year. We want to build Bitcoin products for real people. And this toolkit over here is basically based on a bunch of different questions. It is based for the novice researcher who doesn't really understand what research approach to use, and it is supposed to be like a recipe book. So when you click on it, we're about to launch our product. What we do, well, we suggest usability testing, and if you click this, you then go into specifically how usability testing is different on Bitcoin products. Very important here is the privacy and the sensitivity of data. But we will be using this during the bootcamp as well. And so I will just share these two links in the chat. You guys are welcome to have a look at it leading up to the bootcamp. Because you can obviously use these as resources inside the bootcamp, but also when you're doing the redesign process after the usability test, you can use the UI kit. Everything is there for you to build. So yeah, that's it. We have 3 minutes to go before we wrap up. Any closing words, anyone? This is great seeing all of you here. Seeing all of you show up, and I'll come back to it. We're going to be on the clock. Like, I'm from Africa, I'm from South Africa, as Femi said, but I've been living in the Netherlands for many years now, so I've gotten this sort of very much European Dutch time to me now. I am on time, I show up on time, I'm usually 15 minutes early. We'll be kicking off all of the structure and everything we're doing. We're going to be kicking it off on time, so please show up on time. We want to see you all there on time. And yeah, if any wise words for them before we meet in Kenya.
And not wise words. Just to let you know. So you've met myself and Toby from HRF. There'll be 3 other members of our team who will be there, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys and hanging out with you in Nairobi.
We're gonna have fun, guys. We really are gonna have fun. I am planning to play music at the beginning of the Bitcoin bootcamp. Marcel told me, Mo, don't do this. You play music for Africans, they think you're gonna dance the whole time. We're gonna loosen up our bodies in the beginning, play some music, and then we're gonna move into the hard work. Yeah, looking forward to meeting all of you in Africa. We're gonna have fun. Elizabeth.
I've seen there's a parallel I think hackathon that is happening on the 8th. Is that like merging with the bootcamp, with the design bootcamp?
Sorry, my phone was ringing. Sorry, what was your question?
I've seen in the program that there is a what do you call it? Sorry, a hackathon that is happening on the 8th, I think, before the conference starts. Is that going to be like, are we going to participate in that as well as part, as in